and welcome back to Stories from the Mouth. So every year now my dad and I have been going on a hiking trip. 2 years ago we went to North Wales, last year we went to the Lake District, and this year we decided to go to South Wales. So on our first day we went to the Doctor Who experience. At the start of it, you go through a little adventure, and it's like you're actually in a real Doctor Who episode. And then you basically go into a museum section where it has all the costumes and props. If you're a Doctor Who fan, or you're just interested in props and costume design, then I definitely recommend that you go to the Doctor Who experience in Cardiff. Now, on the second day, we did our first proper day of hiking. We went up Penny Van, which is actually the highest peak in South Wales. An interesting fact about Penny Van is that it's actually used by the SAS and the army as a training route. We actually saw some army men when we were up there, but unlike my dad and I, who were just doing the loop in a day, they probably do it 100 times. Another interesting thing we saw was some schoolboys. They were walking in suits, and it was freezing up there. Now, it turns out that this is a tradition at their school for once they've done their exams, but those boys must have been freezing. Even I was cold, and I had like a jumper and a coat on. Whilst at Penny Van, I also discovered a new means of getting down hills. Sliding. Hi guys, just on the way back from a lovely hike, been up a number of peaks, taken some very touristy, dramatic photos. That was good fun. And seen a lot of sheep. On the third day, we went up the Sugarloaf, which was literally on the doorstep of the B&B we were staying at.
Hello, so we're currently up the very fairy tale named Sugarloaf. It was a lot easier walk than yesterday, and there's some very spectacular views.
The Sugarloaf, compared to Penny Van, was a lot easier and gentler. Whilst up the Sugarloaf, we actually saw a lot of students doing their Duke of Edinburgh Award. One of them actually went up to my dad and asked them if they were going the right way. They also had maps. Now, the reason I sound so surprised about this is because in Oman we do the International Award, but we don't get maps. All we get is like a piece of laminated paper with a line which has a couple of landmarks on it, and that's it. Now, on the way up, we had to walk through a field, which is pretty reasonable. There were some horses in this field, and the owner of the horses was crushing them down. On the way down, that guy obviously wasn't there anymore. We were just left with horses, so I thought, alright, we'll just walk through this field calmly and everything should be fine. However, at first the horse wouldn't let us pass.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Then it wouldn't stop following us.
We've got a friend now.
It actually got a bit scary because if he started to run, the horse also started to run. And I was really worried it was gonna like knock me down.
Head left. It's after you. It's after you. Just want a stroke. Have you escaped, Ben? Got it interested in some grass instead of me. Thought it was going to knock me over. That's right, it's just the famous Abergavenny man-eating horse. The problem is, if you speed up and then it speeds up and then you feel like it's going to trot you over. If you ever find yourself being chased by a horse, go slowly and keep stopping to stroke it, and hopefully it'll get interested in some grass instead of you. That was one of the many experiences of hiking in Wales.
I'm actually in Greece right now. This is the amazing view I have, if you can actually see it. Woo!